Today, two deputy sheriffs are actually working on 95, traffic enforcement, immigration enforcement, trafficking, narcotics, basically anything illegal that's going on 95.
St. Johns County Sheriff Robert Hardwick talks to Liz Ryan about his department's involvement with federal immigration enforcement officials.
One of the most effective strategies they use is technology-based policing.
On our southern border with Flagler County, we have license plate readers down there, and we have license plate readers when you come from Duval County into St. Johns County.
And they've created an I-95 task force to intercept crime.
Everything you can think of, whether it be drugs, narcotics, human trafficking, child sex trafficking.
They're picking up a lot of drivers with no valid license or no license at all. Sometimes no ID to prove who they are or where they're from. Here's what happens.
If you're pulled over on Interstate 95, we run your name through the system, and if you don't have any valid driver's license, or you give us a driver's license that is fake or fictitious, we run it through the system, of course, and it doesn't validate who he or she is. The other system we have, of course, is we can actually roll your prints roadside, and we can actually try to validate that way. If we just can't find out who you are, and most of the time they confess they're here illegally, we take them to the St. Johns County Jail. And then once you get to our jail, Liz, of course, we roll your fingerprints as we would anybody else. We also run what we call an IAQ. An IAQ is an immigration alien query. What will come up is a possible detainer for the federal government, CBP, ICE, and or EOR. At that point, we reach out to the federal partner, whoever it may be, and they come down and investigate why this person has some type of detainer, and we hold them up to 48 hours in our jail legally, and then the federal government will take them if they want them, or they'll release them from our jail if they don't want them per se.
Tomorrow, more from my conversation with Sheriff Hardwick. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
We provide affordable housing, safe housing, appealing housing that blends with the neighborhood for working families in the community.
Karen Taylor of Habitat for Humanity announcing St. Johns County is getting more workforce housing.
At the recent St. Johns County Commissioners meeting, Taylor explained the benefit of the proposed Cypress Village, a Habitat for Humanity project at the intersection of the King Street Extension and North Clay Street.
Prices are projected to be between $245,000 for the two-bedroom, $275,000 for the three-bedroom. A minimum of 30% of the homes will meet the workforce housing price criteria of $670,000 or less. And we are helping the missing middle folks who are working very important jobs in our community.
And there's ownership criteria, too.
Criteria, in order to be a Habitat for Humanity homeowner, we are not a giveaway program. There's a lot of misconceptions about that. Our homeowners get a mortgage at the end of completing our program. You also have to live or work in St. Johns County.
And there is one other important stipulation, according to Commissioner Krista Joseph.
I'm a big supporter. My only concern is in 2 years they make $200,000 because they'll flip them and it'll become a $500,000 home. And I wish it were longer.
The 2-year term, that should be in minimum 5 year because it will be turned over.
See if you can have that deed restriction switch to 5 to 10 years so we can preserve this wonderful opportunity.
Change the deed from 2 to 5. And show the public that we're serious about this affordable housing, which I believe you are.
The board voted unanimously for the deed restriction as part of the project. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
The First Coast Expressway project will cause lane closures today.
Watch out for lane closures today along the St. John's Parkway between Silverleaf Village Parkway and Leo McGuire Parkway. Use of heavy equipment will likely cause delays today between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Tomorrow, the St. Augustine Lighthouse and Maritime Museum is hosting a lecture highlighting the archaeological findings and Fort Moset's role as the first free African settlement in North America. History in the Shadow of the Tower is tomorrow night from 6:30 to 8. For details, go to staugustinelighthouseorg/events. And in other news, the Florida American Sign Language Festival is this weekend in downtown St. Augustine. Events include Aslingo games, music, entertainment, food, and a midway featuring more than 60 vendors. The festival kicks off Friday night with Deaf Night. For the complete lineup and more information, visit floridaasl.com. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Daryl Moody.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's Local Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.